Hi everyone, Louisa here. So if you're new here, I'm a family medicine physician that works nights, and I also do vlogging to just show what life is like as a physician, more like realistic, not really like curated content that is on Instagram and TikTok, just like a daily thing. I just finished 6 nights of work, so I work nights, and before my nights, I was in Seattle, Portland for a trip with my cousin, and then just came back and went right back to work. And I've been off one night, so I'm still like a little mixed up in my schedule. But anyways, so right now, super excited because I'm off like 5 days or so, and we're gonna work on making a cool Christmas tree. So it's gonna be Labubu themed Christmas tree, and also it's gonna incorporate a story with Pudgy penguins, and it's gonna look really cool. So I'm at Michael's right now to try and see if I can find some branches and some decorations to make my Christmas tree. It's funny, one of my comments on one of the videos I posted previously about buying Halloween decorations said that I should make my own decorations. So it's funny that right now I'm actually gonna make my own Christmas tree. So there's like a whole rod, all the layers and everything. So it's gonna be very fun. I'm very excited. I love doing this stuff, creating, decorating, and things like that. So very, very exciting. Um, all right. All right. So I finished the shopping. They didn't have a lot of the things I was looking for, but I got some branches and some pine cones, and um, yeah, I think those are the main things I got: branches, pine cones, and then some beads. But I'll see how the beads go. And then it was actually nice. Everything was like somehow half off or something. So I was like thinking I'm gonna be spending way more than I did. So that was nice. And then the now I'm gonna go back home. But before I get home, I'm gonna stop at the hospital because even though I finished my nights like a day ago, I had one note that I had to actually co-sign and attest, meaning like usually in a residency program the resident does the note and then you as the attending just write an attestation, like you agree with the plan, or if you have like anything else to add, you add it there and then you sign the note, because the resident alone is not allowed to sign notes by themselves yet because they're in training. Anyway, so I had that one left, but then I had to go um, and get this. I had to do it at home, but then my remote access stopped working for some odd reason while I was in the middle of doing that. So then now I have to go to the hospital and do that because I'm not sure what happened. I have to contact my administrator, and anyways, it's a whole process. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and then I think I forgot something where in my work cub or work room. So I'm gonna go look to see if it's there, and then I'll head home. But yeah, that's the plan for the day for now. Okay, I'll check in later. Hey guys, so today is another Saturday, and I am just finished my stretch of 6 nights. I hate doing that 6 on, 6 off, 6 on. Very tiring to switch day and night like every 6 days. But I just finished last night, and then today I am going to create the Christmas tree with the help of the boyfriend. But we're gonna go shopping for all these construction things to build the Christmas tree. So we'll see how that turns out, and then uh, I'll try to record the whole thing. So it's a whole process, but we'll see. I'm not really good at this recording thing, apparently, because I always forget to record. So we'll make an effort to record the whole process of finding things. So I have ordered these acrylics things that are going to be the layers of the Christmas tree. So those have arrived, but now I need a pole.
This tree started as an idea, something a little different, something that felt playful but intentional. Shopping was the easy part. The real challenge came later, figuring out how to turn the idea into something that could actually stand. The pole had to be strong enough to hold the weight of the acrylic layers, but subtle enough to disappear once everything came together. There was a lot of problem solving, adjusting, stepping back, making sure every layer felt balanced, not just visually but structurally. Decorating the acrylics was its own challenge. It couldn't be feeling too crowded, but it couldn't be too empty either. So layer by layer, it slowly started to make sense. And then the lights came on. The details are where the story really comes through. The Ice Queen, the crown, the icicles. Somewhere between structure and imagination, this became our Christmas tree. Not traditional, not perfect, just ours.
Hey guys, so we have concluded our Christmas tree. There's just this one part at the top that's left to do. So I'm gonna do it on video, but I hope you watched the whole process of us making the Christmas tree. And I will now do a tour of the Christmas tree and show you guys what the Christmas tree turned out to be like. I'm very proud of it. I think it looks awesome. It did take about like full 4 days of us making this Christmas tree, and it was a whole creative process. So I hope you guys enjoy. All right. So here is the Christmas tree, and I'm gonna do that top part now, but this is what it looks like. So for the Labubus, we had a bunch of these cups. So these are cups. I'll guess, I don't know if you guys knew, but I'll show you. This one was a spare we didn't use, but here is a cup, and we basically just placed lights inside and placed it like ornaments around the tree. And then for our Labubus, we have the ones that were in Why So Serious, series. And here they are, the ones we want. We just bought a one full case, so these are all from that series. And then here, and the ones, and we won the super secret one, which was so cool. And the crown is looking like, it's iced because there's a story. This one is not from that series. This is called Panda. We bought this separately. And then from these Why So Serious toys, we have another one that we're gonna place somewhere up there, but haven't done that yet. Anyway, so the whole story is that basically there's a Labubu circus that is run by them, and then Skull Panda was part of that, and then she got shunned. So then she broke her heart. That broke her heart, and then she froze the whole circus. So these are frozen creatures here in the ice castle, and then the penguins are going through an enchanted forest to get to the ice castle to get to see the circus or to save the circus. So they're working on that. All right.
Thank you guys for watching. We really enjoyed creating this Christmas tree. It was a lot of fun and a lot of learning that we had to do and adjusting for this tree to come out. And it wasn't perfect, but it looks perfect to us. So let us know what you think, and I hope you'll come back for our other videos.